super excited. Everyone losing their minds Friday night about Victor Wembanyama, and it was very interesting because, like, I remember where I was when the first time we watched LeBron James, for example, and like, you know, he was 16, high school game, Dickie Vitale. Oh, he's a type of dandy, baby. I don't know. Watching Wembanyama, and it just, I don't know. It just felt like everybody was ready to jump down the guy's throat. I don't think he's going to be, you know, a superstar from day one. But you could see the talent. It was just, man, it was crazy seeing the reaction from him.
Well,
because I had the Giants on the iPad, and then I had Wembanyama on the television, and I was going back and forth on the volume between the two, and then I was like monitoring social media, and people were just crushing him. And he did look overwhelmed Friday night, but it's like, dude, it's his first game, and then you see all these, like, Kobe dropped 30, 29 in his first ever Summer League game.
Who cares? I mean, look, you got to realize a young man has been through a lot. Drafted number 1, media tours, being in France,
almost
playing a lot of
Britney
basketball.
Spears.
Britney Spears thing. Well, the Britney Spears thing's just completely jumped the shark.
Well, I feel like it's her trying to get some sort of a boost, doesn't it?
Yeah, she wants to be relevant again. Like, it does not. Britney Spears. But all this stuff, and I think mentally and physically the young man is just drained. Then he bounced back. Yesterday he had 27 points, 12 rebounds. What do you have, 4 or 5 blocks?
Yeah.
We cannot overreact to Summer League basketball games. It's Summer League games where a lot of guys who will not make NBA rosters are trying to make a name for themselves. So we're getting all worked up over Summer League games. The guy's going to be good. The guy's going to be good. Whether or not he lives up to the hype, what's the hype? Being the greatest player of all time? What the guy becomes 10, the 12, the 15-time All-Star, wins a couple championships, wins a couple MVPs. The young man in today's NBA game with a lot of pacing and spacing, he will be solid. He will drop double-doubles left and right. Now, will he bring LeBron James? Will he be Michael Jordan? We're talking about the greatest of the greats.
I mean, can you be? This isn't even slanderous. Can you be Rudy Gobert first before we get to some of those guys?
Can he be Ralph Sampson? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Can he be Hakeem?
Ralph Sampson was like one of those great woulda, coulda, shoulda stories.
Right? Can he be Tim Duncan? I mean, but the young man's going to be fine. Everybody's going crazy. I will say I did like Scoot Henderson against Portland. Portland, he looks nice. The Thompson twins looks nice.
Are you worried about Brandon Miller?
A little bit. It
is a little weird because you feel like Summer League would be designed for perimeter players.
Yeah,
because you're not running as many sophisticated sets. I don't know.
The guy I saw at Bama for a couple games, I was like, wow, this guy's legit. He just looked like a man amongst boys. He looked like he had that turbocharge. And whatever happened in the tournament where San Diego State, for example, got physical with him, kind of exposed him. And yeah, I know he was battling some injuries, he was battling some off the court stuff that happened down there in Alabama. I just don't know how it's going to work with LaMelo Ball. It feels like he needs the ball in his hands. LaMelo Ball's going to keep the ball in his hands. I was actually thinking about Charlotte. Said, boy, they gave LaMelo $260 million. He's an all-star. I get all that. But what if they just drafted Scoot and seeing what was out there in the market for LaMelo Ball? Because I don't think they're going to ever win with LaMelo Ball.
Well,
I just don't.
Well, the LaMelo Ball thing, like, we're all waiting for it. Right? You're waiting for it too, right?
What?
The trade demand. It's coming.
At some point.
Okay, exactly.
At some point.
We know it's coming.
At some point. But, I mean, we got a lot there. We got Wemby. We got Jordan Poole speaking out. Chris Paul speaking out.
Beardgate?
Yeah.
Why is everyone's like, so Jordan Poole comes out if you're not paying attention, and they do a lot of like, what is it, like Wizards? It's not even media day, but it's more like announcing the trade or finalizing it.
Yeah.
And Jordan Poole has like a beard going on. Like, I guess that would be described as a beard.
Yeah.
What, you didn't feel it?
It was like the depression beard.
Why do you say that?
It was one of those beards because there's no haircut. And I've had those beards where you just let it go.
Okay.
You just let it go because you just do not care about anything at the moment. Okay. Now, it looked a little more cleaned up in Vegas than it did in D.C., but it was just like, man.
Walk me through the beard, because don't you have to grow it out to a certain extent before you can trim it?
That beard was all over the place. That beard was just like patches here and there. Jordan Poole's a clean-cut guy.
Okay.
We've known Jordan Poole to be clean-cut ever since he came out of Michigan.
So character change.
I don't know if it was a character change. It just did not care. He was just in London and just did not care. Switzerland just did not care. He looked a little depressed. But I don't want to read too much into that. But the beard, listen, I've been there with that type of beard. When I grow a beard like that, that's a depression beard. That's the beard where it's just like, you know what? I don't really care about life right now. That's what that beard is. I've been there.
You know what that is?
What's that?
That's the wife's away for a week or two, and I'm chilling on the couch playing video games.
No, but even then, I shave a little bit if it gets out of control. I don't know, man. By the way, somebody asking me, and this is why Summer League has jumped the shark.
What's that?
650 Comcast Business Text Line. Bye, Terry. You worried that all our young Summer League might not even get a single win in Summer League? No, it's not about wins or losses. It's about who's playing well. Lester Quiones, friend of the Morning Roast. He's playing well.
Yeah, he looks good.
Brandon Pajimski. I think he's going to see a lot of Santa Cruz in his future life. Just saying. And that's okay. That's okay. It's a jump from Santa Clara to the NBA.
So the direct route is you got to take 17 from Santa Clara to get to San Francisco.
There you go.
You got to go to Santa Cruz first.
There you
go. You got to go 85 south to 17.
There you go. And there's nothing wrong with that.
As beautiful as Santa Cruz is there any scarier stretch of road when like people are driving like maniacs than 17?
Frightening.
Is it? Am I alone in that?
It's a little scary. It's a little scary.
Is Santa Cruz considered part of the Bay Area?
No.
What's the cutoff?
No, they're the Central Coast along with Monterey.
Okay,
Right.
so it's Central Coast.
The cutoff is San Jose, right?
Morgan
San
Hill.
Jose?
Morgan Hill.
Morgan Hill.
Yeah. Morgan
Okay.
Hill.
You go Morgan Hill.
Because you get out into the Morgan Hill and it's like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Right. Yeah, you go
Shout out Coyote Creek.
Yeah. Coyote, I can't wait to see
Oh, dude, that
Ralphie
place.
Coyote
Every time I
Creek.
drive by it, I go, I got to play there. We got to go hit up our boy.
Yeah, I can't wait to go see Ralph down there at Coyote Creek in a few weeks for NBA training camp. But no, Jordan Poole spoke out. We'll play a lot of that. We'll play some Chris Paul, who met the media for the first time yesterday, holding up the number 3, sitting next to Stephen Curry, Jonathan Kuminga, GP2. It's kind of surreal. It was a bit surreal. Obviously, the bench conversation, the bench question got thrown at him, and, we'll dissect that. He asked Kendra Andrews whether or not she was a coach. I actually text Kendra. I said, hey, Halloween, you should maybe come to a Warriors practice dressed as a coach. Whether it's Vinny Del
I
Negro,
like that.
whether it's Doc Rivers, you bring the clipboard and the whistle, like, hey, CP3,
No. Go as Red Auerbach, where you tuck the polo into the sweatpants,
Yeah,
like in the old videos.
you had the cigar, too?
Yeah, exactly. Now, this is Pistol Pete Maravich, and he's going to show you how to do a crossover.
So those are fun. So Mully talked about it. He went out there. He goes, Red would grab the opposing players.
Yes.
That day in Boston and go have drills. So it's unbelievable.
Those tapes are legendary.
He had Hakeem doing them,
Yeah.
Ralph Sampson. He had everybody.
He really did. But the Pistol Pete ones are the ones that live forever because Pistol Pete's hair is just absolutely incredible.
No doubt. So
what a nickname, Pistol. That might be one of the great nicknames in the history of sports.
Pistol Pete Maravich ahead of his time. But